Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgan 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger. Um, let's get into solving some more fun puzzles. I've been really enjoying these. That said, some puzzles are more difficult than others. How do I video game? Like, I could step across and get a shadow and then bad things. But I don't see a lot of other choices. But now I'm just out of luck. Is there a way... Like, I can go down here, which enables me to go over here. Okay, great. Can't really do a whole lot with that. Unless I can make 4 in a square so I can walk around my shadow. I don't know that this is going to help me. And sure, I could walk to the right. That's not going to help me either. So... what does one do in this level? It could just be starting a fresh play session. I'm just not seeing things. Or it could be that there's something really funky going on here. And I'm not sure which it is. Suppose I went this way. Does this change anything for me? I'm about to create a shadow. I don't have a button with me. Which means I'm now trapped at what would have been the exit. And we're dead. And I don't see a lot of other options. Like, I can move up and down. Moving up isn't going to help me at all. Moving down does help me get over here and allows me to go left and right. But even if I did that, that would only get me over to this block, which doesn't really help me. Oh, or does it? Because this gets me over to this block, which gets me to where I have 4 blocks, and so now I have an extra block to play around with. Okay. So I guess I want to go right next. Seems plausible. And now I can carry an extra one with me. And I could get over to this statue, which I could just push into the void. That seems pretty plausible right now, so I'm just going to do that. And now I've picked up a few extra blocks along the way. And so hopefully somehow that's going to be enough for all the things I need to do. But I don't have any turn ability right now, but I wonder if I could... basically, I wonder if I could bring this back the way I came without having to interact with my shadow. And right now that looks plausible to me. And so I'm just going to see if I can bring this back as one of the extra blocks. Because right now it looks pretty plausible. And then if so, then I think we have a pretty easy solution. Yeah, I'll put this here for now. I'll move it again in a moment, probably. So... there is still a problem. I guess now that that's there, this is an extremely inefficient solution, but I think it will be a solution. Because now I could go and pick up my summoning triangle, or whatever I'm going to call those things. And then once I picked it up, I'll be able to place it back down kind of anywhere that's convenient in order to get things done. So I think this should be sufficient. Oops, careful. Don't accidentally fall in a pit at this point. That would be tragic. So I could put it down over there, then take my time to rearrange these guys in a good way. A good way being, for example, that. And then I could go pick up a shadow who will walk behind me and stay on the pressure plate. Great, I did it. Basement 219. There's a dude who has a line of sight to me, so he's gonna start trying to get me. I can eventually pick up a shadow, which will break line of sight in one direction, but cause him to start pathfinding towards me in the opposite direction. And then when that happens, perhaps... Oops. When that happens, perhaps I will be able to go back to the, whatchamacallit. And so I want him to get very close to me, then pick up a shadow. Well, now he's pathfinding back, but I forgot about the fact that I can't get to the exit. Details, details. I could pick this up, and then he's going to go nowhere because he can't see me at all. But also, I can't go anywhere. Okay, so I need a way to get back to the exit. And how would I do that? Well, I could cause him to go in a couple of different directions and then get stuck while I build some bridges, as it were. I've not picked up enough stuff, though. I guess I can do this. This feels awkward, but it might work. I can... Oh, I just stepped over my statue. Well, now I'm dead. Yeah, okay, I didn't think this through. Let's attempt to think it through better. Actually, suppose I just grab this and take it with me. That seems pretty great. Because I ought to be able to do this. He'll move another square, he'll move another square, and now if I take a step, he'll move another square and open the exit. Except the shadow blocked the line of sight because I moved first, and so he quit moving. So I needed to do that one step later, which I can totally do, I think. Although there's a tempo involved. So I'm not entirely certain about that. So I might need to put this down somewhere else. I can't really turn around. I bet I need to put it down like... Oh, the shadow just cut off his line of sight again. I didn't anticipate that. And there's no way for me to get out of that again. Okay. Okay. I'm appreciating the subtleties. There is a statue over there, so I might be able to use that for some kind of line of sight move, but let's just make sure I can't use tempos here. So if I take a step, the shadow will be behind me, it'll cut off his line of sight, and he won't move. If I don't take a step and lift, then he'll step there, but then by the time I put it back down, he'll have stepped off again, and it's too late. So I need a tempo move in here somewhere. So how can I arrange that? And I'm honestly not certain. One thing I do see is that I might be able to... That didn't do what I wanted. Rearrange the flooring in such a way that now he's... The pressure plate is like one off from where it used to be. And so presumably that will have created a tempo. And so now if I do this, he's standing on it right now. Rats. And now he stepped off of it again. So that either didn't create a tempo or I screwed it up. I might have... Oh, I tempoized him when I cut off the line of sight. Because when I do this, that doesn't do anything on its own. But when I do this, now he's cut off. And so now he spent 1 turn not moving, 2 turns not moving. I can't make it a non-even number of turns not moving, just walking around and placing the block, though. And once I pick this back up, we're right back to where we were. So how do I do this differently? Wait a minute. Could I have just gone to the exit right there? Hold on, I might be a dummy. There might be a way to do this that doesn't involve using my shadow at all. And wouldn't that be special? So while he's there, can I just replace... Oops, nope, you're going the wrong way. Come this way. Continue coming this way. I think you will. Can I just step onto the exit right now? Yes. Great. Okay, not the solution I was originally going for, but like many of these puzzles, they often have multiple solutions. Okay. There are multiple whatchadoodles that want to be held. And there are also dangers. If my shadows are going to hold one of the pressure plates, they're going to need a way to walk that doesn't involve stepping on the purple circles, because I'll have already stepped on them. So I need to be able to pick up some more floor tiles and place them to the left or the right, which is something that I need to do on my own, while these other tiles haven't exploded yet or something. And then... do I want to push the statue off, or do I want to try to get the statue somewhere? I'm not sure. For right now, I'm going to try pushing it off. And that enables me to create a path back into the middle. And with said path, I can then go fetch some more blocks. And with said blocks, can I get to the other pressure plate? Yes. Maybe. It feels possible, but I still haven't quite figured it out. Suppose I just grab another block and do this, and grab another block, here we go, and do this. Okay. Now, I can definitely get the other pressure plate by grabbing it this way. And so, eventually, I want like 2 pressure plates in the exit. So let's grab a hole right here. There's my 2 pressure plates. And here's the exit. So now I just need 2 shadows following me, and I need to walk that way. That seems pretty doable to my eyes. And, could I just walk in the same... I don't even need the second tile. I could just pick up 2 shadows from this one tile, so I didn't need to build a path to the north. Optimizing these for, like, the fewest number of moves would be interesting, and I don't remember if I said it in a prior episode. Like, the one-line tagline of this game is like a sokoban-style puzzle game where every step counts. And I've been playing fast and loose on most of these puzzles and not trying to make every step count and take the fewest number of steps. I wonder if there's something else that goes on if you take the fewest number of steps. And figuring out what is the fewest number of steps is not always easy, because oftentimes there are puzzle elements that you do not need to use in order to solve these puzzles. I either need 2 shadows, or I need to move the pressure plate and or the exits next to one another. In order to move the pressure plate and or the exit next to one another, I don't have a lot of time to try to pick them up and put them down and whatnot, etc. So let's grab a shadow first thing. And then just attempt... Oh, I forgot about the fact the shadows are going to fall off the... Ooh, the shadows are going to fall off the glass. Okay, that makes things more difficult. Well, I could also pick up the shadow. That actually seems good-ish. But only ish. Let's see. Can I do anything useful here? I'm not sure that I can. I could pick up a piece of glass, but I don't know that I can put this glass anywhere super useful. I mean, I could put it here, and I'll be able to get to the stairs, but it will be too late, and also my shadow will have fallen in the, fallen through the glass hole. So... I need a strategy. Oh, I did not see this before. And I still don't see it. Hold on. Okay, there's a way that I just got the two of them next to one another. Now the problem is there's no way for a shadow to be following me and get there. But that was at least somewhat interesting. Also, there's a statue down there that I could also try to use or rescue. But I have a feeling if I fall into a hole next to that statue, like, something bad might happen to me. That is my impression, based on what the video game has shown me thus far, with its many unusual tricks. So, suppose I just try to pick this up ASAP. Then drop it somewhere that will be useful to me later. Then pick up the exit. Then put down the exit somewhere that will be useful to me. And then pick up a shadow and go to the exit. Haha! I found a solution. And look at this, 222. It's double 111, and it's a very special level. Where... yeah, there's nothing interesting I can do other than make a bunch of shadows follow me, I'm fairly certain. So that's what I've chosen to do. Wait a minute. 222. This is now 224. Did I misread that, or did we skip 223? I still have 5 locust idols, which I think is what I had before. Did we skip a level there somehow? I have concerns, but I'm going to have to review that in video editing. For now, let's be happy and take a rest and see a new cutscene and figure out what the backstory is with Lady Grey and Johann. Did he kill her after she originally agreed to set up the princess with him as... I don't know what, but then, like, he was doing it as part of a deal, and meanwhile the princess actually fell in love with them, and then Grey felt bad about that and wanted to back out or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Alright. There was a, like, sword in a stone or a grave or something behind where Grey is getting up from now. And Johann had struck her down there. It's morning already? How am I still alive? Could he have missed somehow? But even if that were true... Lily. Alright. Uh-oh. I like that this person, like, there's always some calamity, and so this person always gets to have this fun, oh no, animation. Lady Grey! Thank heavens you've arrived. The princess, she's out of control. Please, do something. You're our only hope. This seems almost exactly the first cutscene that we saw. Was that like a flash forward among the flashbacks, and we are repeating that scene now? Also, I'm not on the grid. It hurts. I never got a chance to talk to this guy, but now I think I will. Forgive me, Lady Grey. All I could do was run away. How can I face His Majesty after this? And I forgot to try talking multiple times to everybody, I think, too. So let's try to correct that. Take care of the princess, Lady Grey. So, let's see. So are we going to get in the fight with her again with her 9999 hit points? Something is wrong. I'm trying to interact with the door and this has come up. Last time she was hiding underneath the covers of the bed, but this time she's gone. The door is open, or the window, or whatever that is in the back of the closet. Exclamation point. She's gone out on the balcony. Look at her eyes so wide. Your Highness! By the sacred stars, what do you think you're doing? What's wrong with you? Come on. Let's get you inside. Interesting. Is that all we're going to get? No, we are going to get more. Halt, Grey the Destroyer. Step away from the princess. Is that Johann and his troops? What are all these soldiers doing in here, Johann? You tell me, my dear lady. What sad state of affairs this is. To think the princess's loyal servant would prove to be such an envious person. That she would attempt to assault Her Highness right before her wedding day. I guess it's expected from a former outlaw. The princess, her eyes are in such a pixel state that it makes me think that, like, she's drugged or not under her own volition, and so Johann has set all of this up in order to frame Grey. Assault? How impudent can you get? Once the king hears about this, I've informed His Majesty about the situation. He entrusted me with the task of capturing you. It goes without saying that this kind of treachery won't go unpunished. You'll be executed tomorrow. We wouldn't want to spoil the mood for the wedding or the coronation ceremony. Now would we? You absolute scum of the earth. Now. Don't be hasty. My men are well aware of your reputation, Grey the Destroyer. I don't think even you would be brazen enough to believe you could take them all head-on. I couldn't care less, as long as your head rolls along with mine. Stop! Okay. She is, like, awake or whatever. Your Highness. Please stop this, Johann. I'll do what you want. Oh, interesting. So they were talking, and we were led to believe it was a marriage proposal to unite the kingdoms, and she seems smitten with him. But perhaps he made her a different proposal, one that was more dire. Just don't hurt Grey. My. For once, the princess is the voice of reason. What a pleasant surprise. How about it, Grey the Destroyer? Turn yourself in peacefully, and I'll make sure to honor Her Highness's wish. Lily. I'm sorry. Okay. That's a perfect place to end that scene. Very interesting. Oh, I don't think I ever tried pressing up to, like, bump into the withered tree. The tree is withered. Better move on. Can I knock down the tree? Doesn't appear so, but it's always fun to discover new interactions that we didn't previously know about. Alright. Still not sure where the story is going exactly. What are we going to witness here? First off, let's press our interact button to look. It's your brand. It certainly is. 111. Can I destroy it? No. It's my brand. Does that mean, by any chance, memories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It seems to me at the very beginning of the game that we had like 7 HP, and when I took a death and fell into the pit, and there was a bat who asked me to eat some fruit and become one with this void or something. And then I became void and didn't have HP anymore, but could take all the deaths I wanted, and I thought it was a weird, irrevocable choice right at the beginning of the game and speculated about what might have happened if I had made a different choice. Why was I bringing all that up just now? There were 7 memories, and none of which I could access, and there were also 7 HP, and so I wonder if those are somehow related, and I don't remember if I have called that out explicitly with my voice on video before. But I have thought about it. 226. Usually, there is something here. How about now? Nope, it's just a pit to fall in and die. And I don't know. I'll have to think about the story before the next episode some. Are these the same initial... You acquired nothing. Is 227 like the same as 2? Or something like that? There's lyrics. Okay. I did not anticipate this. I guess I'll let this play out, because I don't know if it'll stop. Okay. Oh, no. I wonder what languages this game has been localized to. Whoa. 280. Whoa. I'm not pressing any buttons. Okay. So the lyrics were happening. Basement question mark question mark question mark. I do have control, and so I could be trying to do puzzles here, but I prefer just to witness this. If it was my brand on the mural, were there other people's brands on the other murals? And something, something, something. There's like glitches now. Basement question mark question mark question mark, but these pieces do not fit together in the usual patterns. So is the world falling apart here? It seems to be. This is very weird, and I expect nothing less from this game at this point. There's no way to get to that exit, so far as I can tell. And oh, there's like new monsters that we haven't seen before. They remind me a little bit of Robots from Berserk. Like a very old game. Look at all the chests. But these are question mark, question mark, question mark basements, so this might not be actual levels in the game, I'm guessing, and it's just... And now here's the lyrics again. They'd kind of faded into the background and were hard to hear, and everything was getting more chaotic. This is crazy. And then I can't tell. It feels like the music might be reaching a crescendo. And so this might be the end. And so I'm going to choose not to take control again, or attempt to, until something like this happens. That looks like this time we're actually here on basement question mark, question mark, question mark. So I could leave it here, but I'm really curious to see. This tree, I think, looks possibly different than other trees we have seen. But perhaps not. So do I want to witness another cutscene right now? I think I do. So let's continue, even though I could call it an episode here. I will see you in a moment. Alright, there is music. Despite not having anything on the screen yet, I am just looking at a black box. There we go. No matter how much you sleep, your eyes feel heavy. Dreams elude you. Can you remember why you're here? That's what it said to us right at the very beginning. Maybe we start over and now we have to take a different path in order to something, 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 or have you lost something very important to you? Without it, you'll never reach the end. The pendant, the wedding gift, is perhaps something very important to us. Without it, you'll never reach the end. That's my current assessment. That's a brand. That's a 6x6 binary something. The envious one has poisoned your body, your mind, your devotion. Seek the dark idol to cleanse yourself, to return where you started. I think that might be the same text. I'd have to review the first episode. But that's someone else's brand. We're at basement question mark, but perhaps we were at the very beginning of the game, and maybe the next one is basement 1 or basement 2 or something. The tree is withered. I can shake it like before now that I know that that's a thing. I am on the grid with my usual staff. But this is basement question mark, question mark, question mark. It seems like all I could do... I have 5 lotus idols, so I kept my inventory in that regard. I can either go forward, but now I'm actually curious. Suppose I were to fall off in the presence of the 4-eyed statue. Okay, nothing else happened there. But this one, okay. Now something happened. Only a simple memory will remain. I had 5 locust idols. I reached some doorway with the statue and 4 blocks in front of it, maybe, or something. This is the entrance of the game. This is the same initial cutscene. The nun person, an NPC that we met early in the game, also found a strange hole in the ground when she was out gardening and fell into it that looked kind of like the hole in the ground that Gray just stepped into. And so I think we need to, like, repeat the game and learn the lore with our new information or something. -3, HP 07. I started with 10 HP, just like in the fight with the princess the first time, perhaps. And I'm back to 0 locust titles, and we are back at basement 1, and I have not yet picked up the staff, which means I'm not yet fixed on the grid. This is the same mural that we just saw in the opening cutscene, or the same brand of the, like, Poison Destroyer or something that they say. I'll have to go and review this. And since I'm not on the grid, I also, like, can't seem to press up to try to, like, bash it or break it. And here is the box. We're power we gain. You acquire a strange rod. Simply holding it makes you feel uneasy. Something is wrong. Okay. Okay, so for those of you who have seen others play or played yourself the game Outer Wilds, people sometimes describe that as a knowledgevania, in that it's kind of a Metroidvania in terms of like progression. You need to get things in order to be able to retrace your steps in other places, but rather than things, it is knowledge. It's understanding of game mechanics. It's understanding of what's happening in the world that enables you to go farther. And so, like, this is perhaps also one of those. And I currently have 7 HP, and I need not fall into the void because I know how the game progresses. So I could keep my 7 HP, not fall into the void, not be offered a piece of fruit by a bat, and have new outcomes. But this is definitely the exact same start of the game. Also, there's one other thing we need to do before we call it a day. Memories. There are 7 of them here. Can I open up the first one? Can I open up the second one? Only a simple memory remains, was what I was told, but it doesn't appear to remain right there. So I'm not sure what is happening, but I have a number of speculations about what might be happening, and they're all pretty interesting. So this is a good place to call it for the day. I'm going to say I hope, as always, you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Void Stranger that continues to be stranger indeed.